You're walking behind me. I don't really like that. I don't want you to put your hands on me or anything, and I don't want, it doesn't need to get that far. I would encourage you to call law enforcement so they can educate you. The policy doesn't trump the United States Constitution or the law.
Well,
you're not supposed to record in the state building.
Why does everybody always say that?
Because it's the truth.
No, it's not. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the DMV here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right guys, we're inside. Let's take a look around. DMV over here. Got people taking license plate pictures over here. Let's take a look around the facility here. There goes our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we record them. So we have this unconstitutional sign here: the use of any camera and or video recording devices is prohibited in all Commonwealth-owned leased work sites. Baltimore Pike.
You can't record here. You're not recording in the federal building.
I'm sorry?
You're not allowed to record in the federal building.
This is
federal government.
This is a federal government building?
You're not allowed to record here.
This is a state building.
You cannot record here.
Yeah, it's a state building. And no, I definitely, I 100% can. It's my right, for sure. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
I don't know. You got a credential that you show the manager? You talk to the manager?
Oh, I don't need to speak. I don't need to have credentials or speak to the manager. It's in
No, you can't do that, sir.
It's in the United States Constitution, sir.
What about you can't record here?
Oh, for sure I can, sir. I can. This is a public building, sir, correct?
Government premises. You cannot record.
Government premises just means that it's a public premise, sir.
No. You cannot do that. This is government premises. You can't do that.
I can, sir. I can. This is a public building, sir.
All right, then let me call cop and talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. You could do that.
Okay.
That's fine. We could talk about it with the police. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Maybe they can, situate the, fix the situation.
Let me see the
De-escalate it.
Turn it off.
No. I'm not going to turn it off. I'm not going to turn it off, sir. This is the testing area over here.
how you doing, sir?
Oh, hi. How are you?
Are you doing the recording?
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here.
Oh, you for this building?
Yeah, taking some pictures and video of the facility here, sir. Yeah.
What is it?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
Independent journalist, but unfortunately, we cannot allow you to take any video.
Why wouldn't you allow me?
Building.
I'm sorry?
This is a state building.
State building? Oh, he said it was a federal building. I thought it was a state building.
This is a
State building, yeah. No, there's no laws against filming inside of state buildings. I'm just taking some pictures and video
Well,
here.
as you can see, all the notices up here.
Yeah, that's a policy. That's not a law.
You're not supposed to.
I can see your sign, I do, but I'm just letting you know that's a policy. It's not a law.
Okay.
I have a First Amendment right to freedom of press. So I'm just letting you know. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. I'm not trying to escalate the situation. I mean, at all. So that's it.
Well, you're not supposed to film it.
I understand that's what you think, but
No, that's not what I think. This is the policy while you're in here.
and okay, that's the policy. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
That's the policy here, but the policy doesn't trump the United States Constitution or the law.
Well, what I'm asking you, this is the policy here.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you cannot go by the policy while you're in here, I will ask you to leave the building.
Yeah. So it's a public building, right?
Yes, it is.
It's a public building. That means I have a right to be here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So before you start, trying to tell me that I need to leave the building, I would advise that we call law enforcement so they can help educate and de-escalate the situation, and that way we can move forward that way in a de-escalated manner and calm manner.
So that's what you want.
I mean, I would prefer because they're law enforcement. So when you tell me to leave a building, that would be you telling me that I don't have a right to be in the building because I'm recording.
That's not what I said.
Yeah,
That's not what I said.
That's what you. That's what
I said
exactly.
under our policy.
Under your policy, you're
You
under my
cannot
policy
record
that I cannot record in here. I understand
But I
that,
never
but
said you cannot be in this building. This is a public facility.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is that the law enforcement officers would know the law. They
What
would
law is that?
they would know the law and the Constitution that I have a right to be here. That just because you have a sign up.
Everybody has a right to be here, sir.
Yeah, and they have a right to record in here as well. Yeah, they do. They do, sir. They have a right to record in here as well. They do. So that's the testing area over here. So I don't know if they're going to be calling the calling law enforcement, but I guess we'll just see. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility.
You're not supposed to record in the state building.
Why does everybody always say that?
Because it's the truth.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not true at all.
Alright, sit down. Sit down. Can you explain to him why he's not supposed to record in here?
I spoke to him already.
And he told you why.
No, he didn't actually. And there's a whole bunch of friendly reminders over here. Look at that. A whole bunch of friendly reminders that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we record them. Don't know why that would be. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a sec? How you doing, sir? So I just wanted to confirm with you. Were we able to clarify that there's nothing wrong with news gathering? I'm sorry, sir. Were we able to clarify that there was nothing wrong with news gathering inside of the Department of Motor Vehicles? You weren't able to clarify that? So you...
What do you want?
No, I don't want anything. You came up to me before and you said that I couldn't record in here.
All right.
So I'm just asking you, sir, if there's been any clarification on that so that way we can move forward.
I cannot disclose that to you.
So you're not disclosing it to me? Whether you can or cannot record in the motor vehicles? Okay. So apparently, we have security all over. Apparently, he doesn't want to clarify. The manager here, it's right over there, doesn't want to clarify if we're permitted to record and news gather and exercise our First Amendment right inside of the Department of Motor Vehicles here. But we've been walking around and recording, and other than the first attempt by this security guard here and the other security guards and the manager, no one's really stopped us from recording. So, I thought they called law enforcement. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they called law enforcement and law enforcement told them there's nothing illegal about recording inside of a government building. There's nothing illegal about recording in public, as you can see. So maybe that's what happened here. Maybe law enforcement educated them without actually showing up here. So we're gonna hope that that's what happened here, and we'll be filming here for a little bit longer.
Alright,
And
I'm gonna ask you politely, because you see the sign everywhere in the building that's stating that you're not supposed to be recording. You have the right to stay in the building, but you cannot record. If you keep recording, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the building.
and if I don't leave the building,
You have to leave. Then I will have.
but this is a public building, sir.
You cannot be recording in there.
No, this is a public building, sir.
You have
I'm
to
just
leave the
I'm just news gathering.
You cannot.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
You have
Yeah.
to leave.
You have to stop recording or just leave.
Oh, I'm an independent journalist. I'll explain it to you. Maybe you can understand.
Can you identify yourself?
Identify myself?
Yes.
Why? I don't have to identify
You
myself,
have to
sir.
leave, sir.
I'm just de-escalating
You
situation.
have to leave the building.
So, yeah. But what does that mean? Wait, you guys are private security, right? So you guys know that you are supposed to observe and report. You're not supposed to put your hands on anybody, right? Just making sure. You walking behind me, I don't really like that. No, I don't want you to put your hands on me or anything, and I don't want, you know, it doesn't need to get that far. I would encourage you to call law enforcement so they can educate you guys on, you know, just me filming in the openly. No, I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist.
You call the cops though so you can prove your point.
But I'm not calling law enforcement. No, but all I'm trying to do is say,
Let them know that you could be here, right?
yeah. I'm trying to exercise my rights. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you get it. You get it.
Exactly. But
I'm just trying to exercise my rights and make sure that my rights are respected. You get it if you've seen the video.
I know how this shit go, but
Okay, but I'm not being disrespectful towards anybody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you want to just prove a point, you should call the cops.
No, I don't. I can't do that because I'm not the one that I don't want to escalate the situation. That's all.
I'll just call the cops.
Just so the cops can say, hey, because the cops will know. The cops will know that I'm allowed to be here. Have you seen videos like it? Have you seen videos? Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
We actually say some things. Stop recording or just walk out the door.
Also, you gotta leave, so you gotta leave.
Yeah, I don't like you just keep coming up behind me, man. That's kind of weird. I'm not trying to escalate a situation. For real, I'm not. I do all over the country. All over the country. I'm from New York, but I can tell you all over the country. But when this is over, I can show you my thing. I'll give it to you at the end. I don't want to give it away right now. Then why are you asking? I'm not making a scene. I'm not making a scene at all. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the other side of the DMV here. My friend over here is following me around, make sure nothing crazy happens. We got out of the way of the line that was building up on the other side. We don't want to hold up any business here. For a second, it looked like these officers were gonna, this guy and the other guy for sure was about to go hands-on. This guy for sure, they wanted to go hands-on. So we have this woman over here taking a picture of us, which is 100% her right to take a picture. Nobody's mad at her for taking a picture of me. Just think it's funny that they're taking pictures of me, but then if I take pictures of them, it becomes a problem and it's against the law. But it doesn't look like, you know, it looked like the security for a minute was going to go hands-on. But at this point, this gentleman here, who involved himself in the situation, he came over. He's just here to do a DMV transaction, I guess. But he knew, see, this woman's still recording me. But he knew what audits were and everything, and he watches audits, and, you know, he knew that we just trying to peacefully exercise our rights, so he explained to them, and he de-escalated the situation. So I could appreciate him for that. He de-escalated the situation, and now the manager's letting us record. I do not believe law enforcement's on the way. So, I mean, we're going to stay in here for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to be getting out of here. All right, guys, so we're just getting out of the driver's license center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wow, so almost went hands-on. The security guards over there almost went hands-on. That bystander that we met over there who was familiar with First Amendment audits, I think he kind of de-escalated the situation for sure. Because the manager, you know, he wasn't escalating, but he was ignorant of our rights and, you know, the law, our First Amendment. And he thought his policy superseded the law and the Constitution, which we know that it obviously does not. Again, a little weary that they thought they were going to go hands-on. The security guards didn't seem to care, I should say. They didn't seem to care about our First Amendment rights in there. I thought they were going to call law enforcement, but again, we're in Philadelphia, so they might have called law enforcement. You know, Philadelphia is a very high crime city, so law enforcement is not going to just show up over a man with a camera, especially if they're educated on our First Amendment freedom of press rights. And I don't blame them for not showing up, really. It's a good thing. So the law enforcement, they passed because I'm pretty sure they called them and they just didn't show up. So that's a pass for me. Like, you don't even want to deal with it. I understand you have better things to do in this city. Not a big deal. So, you know, as far as the bystander, he did a great job doing, you know, at de-escalating. At first I thought you know, he was going to come and escalate, but he de-escalated it. Security almost went hands-on. That would have been a big mistake on their part. But overall, you know, we stood in there as long as we wanted to, and we exercised our rights. So I think that's a win in our book. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.